Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matthew GS UK. We are episode 23 of the 51362 EMA strategy. It's currently 22nd of December 2024 and it's 5:47 p.m. in the UK. Hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate you tuning in and watching this latest stream. Now, it's been a great week as per usual in the markets. And before I start, I just want to give a little update because I'm forever self-developing, I'm forever reading books, I'm forever learning about trading. And I do have this trading course that I bought many, many years ago. It was my very first ever trading course, and it's by Vince Stanzione. It's called Making Money from Financial Spread Betting. I think I paid around £100 or £120. And this was a long time ago. We're talking a good 7 years, I would say. And in this course, you have a DVD. You've got 2 discs on the DVD. You've also got a workbook to work through, and you've got all the slides within the DVDs. And obviously, you can take notes and stuff like that from that. It's been a very, very long time since I've looked back at the DVD and looked back at the notes and things like that. But it's been great to look back on my journey, and listening in, I can understand a lot of what he was saying, whereas before it was all brand new to me, so it went straight over my head. And there was as you can imagine, there was a lot of golden nuggets in there, and I will be sharing some of those things in there in this latest episode. But one of the things I'm going to be testing and sharing with you guys, it's funny because he kind of teaches a similar kind of strategy, but it's the 21-day moving average and the 21. I can't remember if it was with the 5 EMA, but anyways, he said when the 5, for example, goes over the 21, then that's when you look to switch the positions. So instead of going bullish, you go bearish. But it was interesting because he literally, when he buys the low, so he buys like the crossover, he holds, he doesn't like set a take profit. So he holds for as long as possible. And when the market reaches this 21-day moving average, he will exit the trade. And it's quite interesting, actually, just off the bat, putting this on there, that it actually, it didn't actually close below the 21-day moving average, which will be something that I might only close the trade if it closes below it. In this instance, can you see how all these candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, they never closed below the 21-day moving average? So potentially you could have stayed in this trade, which is quite interesting. But he uses that as like the stop loss, I believe. I still have to listen back. I never took any notes, but I will be testing that out. So instead of, whereas before I go for the previous high, so instead of me getting out, say there, and take profit is there, he's held, and then, yeah, like I said, we wouldn't have got out there. So you've caught this extra move here. It didn't close there. It's not until right here that it actually closed. So you're catching this huge move all the way up to there, and then you close. And this is a 7-figure trader, so he trades $1 million accounts, and he said that is the best way to grow your account. There was very interesting things as well to do with risk management. So he said with risk management, if you've got a $5,000 account, then you should be risking 6% per trade, because if you're risking 1 to 2%, you're only going to be making like 50 to £100. So that was very interesting as well. So yeah, I've learned a lot, and I'm going to be using it moving forward, testing out. That is, I've still got to watch DVD 2, and yeah, I'm going to be taking notes and turning it into an audiobook and and all that good stuff. So yeah, just an update on that. Like I mentioned, I'm always forever learning and looking back at courses and reading more books and just keep just growing really. But anyways, Bitcoin has been really good this week. So we're in the 1 hour time frame. I will be going to the higher time frames as well on some pairs. But on the Monday, so Friday actually, so we're above the 62 EMA. We've got this bullish run. Most people are asleep. We've hit the 13 EMA. We haven't really come to a institutional candle around here, but there was imbalance that needed to be filled. So this imbalance was filled and then it's reversed. So we could have had a potential good entry here. And then we have carried on going higher. This high here was taken. So going back to my ways of trading, this could have been a good exit there. And then on to Tuesday, I was asleep again, depending on where you are in the world, but we do have multiple touches here on the 13 EMA, so potentials to buy and take this to go longer. And then this high has got swept, and now we're potentially looking for reversal because we're very, very high. And another thing as well he mentioned is about greed and emotions, and the reason why markets switch from like bullish to bearish is because the buyers have stopped going into the market. The bulls have started slowing down and then the bears take over. And all that means is no one is buying the market anymore. No one's buying Bitcoin. So if people stop buying Bitcoin, naturally the market starts reversing because people have stopped buying. And then you get all the traders that are selling off. But that's essentially what it means, that no one's really buying Bitcoin. So the price starts to drop. But what we've got is we've got the 5 and the 13 EMA crossover here, and then we don't sell straight away. You can do if you want, but it's a bit more riskier on this side. And then once again, Vince actually says that you want to wait for the market to make its move, and then you want to get in on the trend kind of like a quarter of the way down rather than right at the top. So this was a beautiful entry right here. We had the 13 EMA alert go off. So this is a very good sell position here, and it actually touched this institutional candle here. So we was bearish, and then we've come back on the pullback. So this is a good entry to short, and then catching this move down, it hit the 62 EMA. It actually ended up breaking through the 62 EMA. And catching this move from there to there would have been a great trade. And then what happened? We got the pullback to the 62 EMA, and then there was another potential to short here. And also we had a few other touches to the 62 EMA as well, 3 touches there. So yes, short, another beautiful trade to catch down here. And then prices come up. And again, didn't quite reach the 62 EMA, but nevertheless, we did cross the 13 EMA. So could have short again. Catching this move down here. We've come into the 13 EMA again. Beautiful short again. And now we are here. And it'd be just interesting to see what happened on the Friday, because obviously Bitcoin is a 24-hour market, so we can actually just see what actually happened. So price slammed down. Okay, so we've come into this area here. The 13 EMA alert has gone off, so potential to buy there. And then once again, we've come into the 62 EMA, so could have sold again. And then we had another opportunity to sell there. And once again, we are going lower, and we're at 95k at the moment. Just looking now on the 4-hour time frame, every candle now represents 4 hours. So let's just see if this was a touch here. Yeah, so this was a beautiful touch right here. Can you see how this has gone through the 13 EMA? So that was a potential to buy there. And then you're catching this move up here. So let's see if we put the stop loss, the red line here. So if we bought there and we're catching this move up here, we potentially would have gone actually break even, because pretty much the traders come, or prices come straight back to that area. So wouldn't really have worked that well on that trade there. I suppose it works better when you actually get in at the low, the bottom, right? But let's just see this one here. So we've got the 5 and the 13 crossover. We could have short here. We're catching this move all the way down from here. Yeah, from here it come up. We didn't quite get to the red line, and then once again we have touched the red EMA, but it didn't close above it. So potentially we could have stayed in the trade, and we're probably still in the trade now. So it's looking quite good, catching the moves right from the start of the move, kind of a little bit later, but catching all this move. I can imagine the account's gonna grow hugely. And he says to step away from being a day trader and to hold trades for days to weeks, potentially months. So very interesting. It is swing trading, so I will give it a go. And then we are moving on to gold now on the 1 hour time frame, and Monday. So we are below the 62 EMA. Let's just hide this 21 EMA. So prices has come up. We have hit into this institutional candle here. So we've had like the pullback. We've gone through the 13 EMA, so we could have sold there. And then again, once again, we've come into this 13 EMA. We've had another alert go off here. So opportunities to short. And then we've had another 13 EMA go off there. So that was a good short. And then prices consolidated again, and we are hovering around the 13 EMA and then short again. So this was another crazy drop. This one would have been a stop loss because we've hit the 13 EMA, but price has decided to go higher. I actually got stopped. I actually took this trade on the gold, and I was on the higher time frame, was on the 4 hour. I got stopped out. So that's all well and good. You're not going to win every trade, but eventually it did carry on going down. And now we're looking to go bullish because we have broke through the 62 EMA and all the 3 EMAs have crossed. Looking now onto just the higher time frame. So again, if we got in on this move here, we didn't quite touch the 13 EMA, but that's all well and good. So yeah, it would have been annoying to miss that move, but maybe if you see that the price was going lower, then just short. And then if we just put the 21 EMA on, so to catch the move from up there, and then we would have closed this trade because we actually have closed above it, and it looks like we are looking to go bullish now. So that would have been a great trade. Some opportunities on the gold, which is great. US30 again on the 1 hour time frame. So from Monday, So from Monday, it's just had this 21 EMA. We did have we've had a liquidity grab pretty much, and then we have decided to go lower on US30, and that was potentially a good trade. There was no 13 EMA alerts going off here. If you do want to trade the 5 EMA, you can do, but the alert would be going off quite a lot. So it's up to you if you want to do that. But we have slammed into the 62 EMA. We could not break above it. So this was a beautiful opportunity to short, and US30 just absolutely tanked. So that was a potential very good trade to catch. And then we've had the pullback, and we have gone lower on US30, and now we are looking to potentially go bullish. 4-hour time frame, again, it's very, very bearish. It's very, very bearish, but catching the move from where is it? From here, we are Monday. So imagine catching this move from the Monday. We've gone into the 13 EMA. We have actually gone into this last up candle before this down move. So the risk could have been calculated before. Imagine putting a 4% or a 6% risk on this trade, and then catching this all the way down, and then having the 21 EMA. Let's just do this for a second. So short, stop loss just there. We never come and closed above the 21 EMA. So to hold this, I mean, to there is a 1 to 14, but trading how Vince does, it would have been a 1 to 9 trade. So yeah, that is great. Even catching a 1 to 9 is great. So it's really opened my eyes to buy and hold longer. You have to keep in mind that there is swap fees. So every day you do hold the trade, there is the swap fee. But I mean, if the market's going to be tanking like this and you get to catch like really big moves like this, I'm all for it. And if he says that's the best way to grow your account, then you know I'm definitely gonna give that a go. So yeah, exciting times ahead with this strategy. It's always evolving, it's always growing. There's multiple ways to trade this strategy. You have to find what works for you. Scalping works, day trading works, the high time frame works. It's all just putting your own twist to it, really. Like, I'm always looking to improve, and I'm busy most of the time. So if I can look at the charts less, I'm all for it. And if I can make more money and less effort, then I'm all for that as well. I'm not going to go into Forex. I'm not going to look at other markets, but like mentioned many times, it does work in all markets. So yeah, very interesting. And he also says, Vince, that if the setup isn't there, just look for other markets that you will find the setup. So I suppose it's just looking through everything and just finding the one, and then just going for that trade and just going for the next one, really. So moving now on to the economic calendar. Just want to see what's going on for next week. So we are fast approaching Christmas, so it's going to be very, very quiet these past couple of weeks. I would say Monday is nothing. Tuesday, as you can see, Christmas Eve, it's going to be quiet. However, on the American side, there's a few high impact news, and there again as well. Wednesday's obviously Christmas Day. Boxing Day is going to be nothing. Thursday, and then Friday is obviously back to a normal day. Yeah, so it's probably best just to have time off really. I wouldn't even bother trading probably next week. And then I mean with crypto's going to be different, so maybe crypto might be a good thing to trade, but I might just take the break really. Same as the following week as well with New Year's and stuff. Like I probably won't be doing too much. I'll just be working on other things. I've still got to work on the trading course, and I've got other bits and bobs that I need to catch on. But yeah, use this time to study. Use this time to read any trading books and put in the work. Like everything I'm showing you, it's best to put it into action rather than just watching the video. Actually go on trading view and actually, mark up the charts as such. Like I know you don't have to mark up with the EMAs because it's all automated, but you could put in, a short position there. What if I was to get in there, and then I got out here, for example, how much am I making? The trading journal. Let's actually, so let's just check something. Resources. Yeah, let's quickly show you the trading journal. So this is the template for the trading journal. When you come in here, what you want to do is you want to log every single demo trade. Every single demo trade you take, you need to be logging it in here in trades demo. So this is trade number 1. This is just an example. What was the pair? US30. Did you buy or did you sell? So you can just put buy there, for example. What was the date of the trade? So put the date in. What was the time of the trade? Did it meet your criteria? PL or BE. So this is profit, loss, or break even. So P is a profit. Was it a market ME market execution or pending order, limit order? So market execution is you just enter straight into the market, or was it a pending order? Was it like a buy limit, a sell limit, a buy stop, a sell stop? How much pips were collected? Pip count 1,275. How much money was made? And then you put in the net or the gross, so 154 in this example, and you can color this in blue if you want. Why is it not going blue? And then what you could do is if it was a negative amount, that is actually red, so you can put that as red. But let's just make that 175. What was the lot size you used? That was the number 1 lot size. What was the risk to reward ratio? A 1:5 in this example. Stop loss or take profit. This was a take profit. How was your mood? Was it good, bad? Any emotions? Was you sad? Just put in your emotion there. And then comments, type comments here for the trade. So why did you take the trade? Did it meet your trade criteria? What time frame was you on? What was the market conditions like? Just anything you can think of in detail, put it in your comments. Posted the swipe file. So what you could do is you could take a picture of the actual trade. So for example, you could put in this. This is like the trade that you did and you took there and you exited there. So this is like the swipe file. So you can refer back to that on trade 1 and save all that. So that's the swipe file. And then time you exit the trade. So what time did you close the trade? So yeah, just that as an example is 4 p.m. So I would say once you got a good 20, 30 trades, maybe in demo, whenever you feel comfortable, then you switch over to live. And then you want to do the same thing. Every trades that you take on live, you want to log here. I've just put in the acronyms down here. So P is profit, L is loss, for example. And then we've got the checklist. So alter this checklist to how you liking it best, how you getting the best results. Just put in like an example, a few things here. There's notes here. Just put my notes in there, always updating it so you can put your notes in there. Continual improvement is just something that I learned on a course once, so I've just chucked that in there. Positions, this is just something that I've added in. You can make your own. I have done a video on risk management, and I will do some more risk management videos and add to this. So for example, like what I've learned from Vince, he says if you've got a 5k account, he says that you should be risking 6% per trade. And then, I don't know, 1 second. So he's saying that risking 6% is going to be £300 you're risking. Okay, you're risking £300 of the 5 grand, risking 6%. So if you lose that trade, you're going to lose £300. But if this trade is a 1 to 3, then you're going to make £900. And that example today, I think it was like a 1 to 9. You could make £2,700 on that trade earlier. So I can see now why it's looking more powerful to hold these trades for a lot longer and risk a bit more to really grow the account a lot faster. So yeah, exciting times ahead with testing this out with the new risk management approach on the high time frames. Entry and exit. So you can I've just put in your entries, and when you exit, it's normally 1-to-1 J's target. See, look, before I was doing exit is like a 1-to-1, but now I see how to grow the accounts properly by 1 to 3 or 1 to 6 or 1 to 9. Like, so yeah, always upgrading, always learning. What else we got? Trade criteria, times the trade. You can twin trade, like you can obviously make this your own. News, financials, trade reports, back testing. So you can backtest all the trades in the past, and you can also forward test. So yeah, this is the trading journal that I made. Got a nice cool dark theme vibe to it. Just a lot better really. But yeah, you can make it your own. Just log everything, and yeah, you'll start to see some good results from doing this. Treat it like a business. It will treat it like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. Appreciate you jumping on. Signing off now. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year's. And I will be posting a brand new video for episode 24 in the new year. Have a great one. See you soon. Bye.